Hello, everybody. My name is Vani, and I'm the founder of Tax Relief Central. I wanted to talk to you about the things that you need to know if you haven't filed your tax return. So, who is a non filer? It is someone that has a tax filing requirement and does not file on a regular basis, or files 1 year and then skips several years and repeats the cycle, or was compliant for a long time but stopped filing. What happens when you don't file a tax return? So the IRS creates a tax return for you and is called a substitute for return, and it's based on the information that is already on file with the IRS. And such a tax return does not have all the itemized deductions on it. Usually the filing status is also not correct, and the tax credits are not on that return. So the assessed tax penalties and interest are therefore not correct. So once the substitute for return is prepared, the tax is assessed, including penalties and interest, and a bill gets sent to the taxpayer. Now, usually such an assessment is higher than what you would owe if you had filed a tax return. So the IRS has 10 years from the date of assessment to collect the tax. And once the bill gets sent out and it's not paid, then the IRS starts the collection activity, such as filing a lien that attaches to your property or rights to property, and including placing a levy on the bank account, wages, or other sources of income. So let's look at a situation where, let's say, there is a refund due to you. So if there is a refund due, then the IRS doesn't automatically issue you a check. You have to file a tax return to get that money back before the timeline to claim the refund expires. If you don't file on time, then you could potentially lose the refund. So you have 3 years from the date of filing or 2 years from the date of payment to ask for refund. In general, if you don't file, you won't get your refund. So the other problem with not filing a tax return is, someone else might file a false tax return using your social security number and try to claim a refund under your tax ID, and this leads to ID theft. And if this happens, it causes significant delays because the IRS is takes time trying to figure out which return is correct, and so it delays the tax return processing and also refund processing. Um, Usually, it's very difficult to negotiate a relief option if a taxpayer is a frequent non-filer. And so when a late tax return shows up, the IRS looks at the compliance history, and when the taxpayer comes forward for negotiating a payment plan, it becomes difficult if the taxpayer has a history of regular non-compliance. And especially if the non-compliance is due to willful failure, then it can be classified as a misdemeanor. And in situations where tax evasion has occurred, willful failure to file is elevated to a felony. And if taxpayer is charged with criminal tax evasion, it can lead to hefty fines and jail time. So what are the next steps? File your current year tax return on time, and if you're not ready, file an extension. If you owe taxes, pay them by the due date of the return. The tax extension only allows you to file the return later. It does not extend the time to pay. So file all your past due tax returns regardless of whether or not you can pay in full. And if you cannot pay, set up a payment plan with the IRS. The sooner you do this, the better it is for you, because it will not only minimize the penalties and interest, but also no collection action will be taken against you if you are diligently making payments as per the arrangements made with the IRS. Request penalty abatement based on either reasonable cause or administrative waiver, or both, and let us know if you need assistance with any IRS tax issue or filing late tax returns. Give us a call at 602-904-6535. I also offer 1 hour free consultations, so please give us a call at this number, and we are happy to help you. Thank you for listening and have a great day.